Greetings everyone, I'm Director of Arketer Labs, and welcome to the hopefully fully intact, not to be interrupted, open mic article week.
Sorry, what was that?
Potentially the first intact one of the year, potentially. One of these needs to go right, I need it. Unfortunately, something's already gone wrong, as you see, Real Miss Steam is back, yay!
Hello, I'm back. I know you've missed me. You know, I've been a hole through... Since I was gone, there's a hole in a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, you are a hole
That's
in
just
all
where you
people's lives,
shot them.
alright.
A big gaping hole.
Also joined by Angry Froman, Easu, and Orla Sarah.
Hi.
Greetings, Nerdy Rodent. I never want to think about Director Moose again. Thank you very much. Greetings, Kay, Shoal, Bernie B, Samson the Grey, Tom Leach. And I think it's just about everyone who isn't already in the call directly. So glad you could all make it. And I suppose we can get started here in a bit.
That's what people calling you now, Director Moose.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
that's exactly what we're calling now.
Okay.
I mean, he's more of like Director Mouse, but yes. Not a moose.
Well, since it's insensitive to refer to people by their dead names, I need to call you Director Moose from now on.
It's a pity you weren't available on Thursday, Mistress. I introduced him to a very special SCP that just happened to look like a big dragon dildo.
Oh, that does sound nice, but it's an SCP, it's nerdy. Nerds die.
Oh yeah, well, honestly, it was kind of a big miss out for Blowing All Steam because it's tentacle-shaped, you see. And it was sentient.
Okay, that would have been fun.
And it was really quite upset about this. And apparently had similar dream-creating powers to A Hero is Born, which it largely used to get some sort of vengeance for its physical existence as a tentacle dildo. It was that was actually a very fascinating SCP that didn't hurt nearly as much as what came after. Which is why everyone's calling me Director Moose. And no.
Whenever you say Director Moose.
But I'm
also,
glad.
with the gaping hole, even the gaping hole in the people's hearts. Listen, I had to relieve their suffering somehow. They missed me.
But you didn't miss them.
No.
One can only hope their aim will improve. What have you been, maybe? We should ask that. It's time to grill you on what you've been doing that has kept you away from so much for so long.
Well, the O'Hara Foundation needed a little rebranding, and, you know, I thought it was time to move on, have a new chapter in life, and, you know, just up and move. And it had nothing to do with the burnings.
She put a lot of lube in the bathtub and couldn't get out.
On second thought, I really don't want to know. Greetings, joys of sorrow, and the patch is on the right side, but I understand that things can get flipped. So that could be the explainer there, but definitely the right eye patch for the right eye this time. Well, I suppose we could go ahead and get into it. I'm actually quite impressed by this one. USA Today reported that someone stole an entire bridge. The Ohio police find missing bridge assembled one county over. Who does actually steal a bridge?
I'm incredibly impressed by that.
Wait. You're not supposed to steal bridges?
It's not... Well, one wonders what the objective was. For anyone wondering about the status of Akron, Ohio's missing bridge, you can now get over it. Boo, USA Today. Boo. As it turns out, it was a bridge not too far, just one county over. Boo, USA Today. Boo. Froman, when did you start writing for USA Today?
No comment.
No wonder why you've been on my computer lately.
I am not a lady!
You are,
Right
she
now.
says you are, Froman. You've stressed this yourself.
It's true. I am adorable and dainty, damn it.
Greetings, Green Badger Outdoors.
In your own head.
Investigators, yeah, you can discuss his daintiness a bit later. Okay, no. There we go.
Oh, you're
Sorry.
mean.
Oh my.
Hey, Zoob. You can put
And-
the truffle shuffle away.
And these guys donated $100 to support my efforts here. Most generous, you know what?
Oh,
And
Thank
thank
you,
you
Niska.
very much indeed. That's quite heartening.
okay, I've stopped.
The message was, hello everyone, missed you all. I hope everyone had a good holiday, and hurrah for boobas. Oh. Actually, that would imply that. I don't...
Oh, she wants boobs. Wow.
Thank you, Niska. Glad you could make it. Hope you've had a great holiday yourself. This new year has been taxing so far, but hopefully it's not going to be a trend. Okay, that's enough.
I actually didn't realize that the. Never mind.
That's... Where are we? Oh, yes. Someone stole a bridge in Ohio, and now we hopefully get to find out why. Investigators discovered the missing 58-foot bridge partially assembled on the property in Sharon Township in Medina County, Ohio. Police have arrested a man and charged him with felony theft in the case. I'm sorry, that's
You
mischief
asked
at
why?
most.
The answer's obvious. They did it to cross some lines.
The metal frame of the 58-foot bridge was found to be missing on November 11th, about a week after the deck boards had been stolen. Akron police say the bridge had been stored on Middlebury Run Park property off Sibling Street, just no one really cares. It had been removed after some wetland restoration was done on the property and sat unused for some time. Police said the city discovered November 3rd that someone had cleared the brush, had grown around the structure, and had removed the bridge's treated deck boards. On November 11th, the entire metal frame, 58 feet long, 10 feet wide, with 6-foot sides, was gone. Officials say the bridge is valued at $30,000 to $40,000 and had been removed as part of the... Okay. I want to skip ahead to some explanation for why he did it, because I'm pretty sure a bridge is not something you can easily hawk. I mean, you go up to someone and say, I've got a bridge to sell you, and
Listen.
they're almost uniformly going to start laughing.
Listen, when your pet wants a toy, and he's like the size of Big Ben, you kind of just steals a few support networks.
So we've stumbled across one of your hobbies, I suppose? Just occasionally boost bridges when no one's looking over there?
He likes to chew on them.
People get over it.
Mr. Cranky likes to chew on them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thing is mass enough to do that. In any case...
I've got a bridge to sell you became a colloquialism for fucking with someone for a reason.
Yes. Someone apparently took it way too seriously, though. What?
What was the
Well, no,
bets
they
that
actually
they were
used it was a
drunk?
classic con. They would tell you that you'd bought a bridge.
Mr. Bramley just paid a company crane service to come over, lift it, and move it. Why? This theft meant that not only did he not profit by this, he paid money to move this bridge for no clear gain.
So the important thing is this isn't one of my stuff, right?
I'm pretty sure no, unless you have staff
Oh.
in Ohio.
Ohio. No, I don't think I have staff in India.
The bridge is expected to be shipped back to Akron over the span of upcoming days. Oh, span of upcoming days. Boo! Froman! Stop writing for the USA today.
I do what I want, damn it.
Oh,
At least he's getting paid to cause people pain now.
indeed.
Look,
Yeah, he used to just do it whenever he felt like it.
look, I feel like I'm in troubled waters right now. Can we just get over it?
My fair lady.
Thank
A
you.
request from Froman, who compiles a lot of these, is the following one. Snapchat, I snapped my willy during Champagne and Viagra Fooled Sex Marathon and ended up in hospital. I'm sticking to dry January. This from the
Well,
US
I
Sun.
mean, it could always
Been
be
there-
worse. It could always be
Been there,
worse.
done that, just did anal stuff.
No comment.
I had a busy time.
That was a perfectly valid article. And
A bunch of gas station
yes, I didn't take a gas station boner pill, and I didn't snap my willy during Champagne and Viagra Fooled Sex Marathon.
Well, this
Sir.
person got their Viagra from the internet.
That's because you were born from a tube, so clearly you don't have testicles.
It's true. He's not a baseball gun. There's no balls in that tube.
I am not. Okay. With
That's why
no
Megan's so obsessed with your ass.
with no slight to clones, I am not a clone and was not made in a tube.
I just want to know if there's a gun that shoots hot dog wieners now.
And no one's hating on penis wizards or the Fellomancers. It's just that the only one we've ever seen in here is just useless, stealing some other man's dick to hypothetically knock up several women, which is a really weird use of amazing dick-stealing powers, if you ask me. Makeup artist Isabella Wolf, 25, lives with her long-term partner Rob Andrews, 32, a car rental manager. Isabella says, "For our third anniversary, we rented a cabin in the country and ordered loads of sex toys, bondage gear, and booze." Okay, I'm starting to think this... Yeah. Did he actually... Was this an accident, or did she get a little too rough? I'm wondering that already. Supposedly, Rob felt under pressure to perform the whole weekend, so he bought some Viagra off the internet. They cracked up the champagne, and one glass led to 3 bottles. The Viagra worked a treat, and they were having a sex marathon. His manhood must have been suffering, but I didn't notice as I was drunk. I jumped on top of him and heard a crack and saw lots of blood.
Oh. Oh.
He was in agony and thought he had broken his members, so we
We're
called
all in
ambulance.
agony now.
Yeah.
She thought she was loose enough, but not that much.
I'm thinking it's bad angle. Bad angle, and oh boy. Greetings, Eric.
She
Hug.
jumped spread eagle.
Greetings, Blackout. It was mortifying when they arrived. In all the drama, we'd forgotten to hide all the sex toys, whips, and chains. And he could have died with embarrassment. At the hospital, X-rays confirmed he fractured his penis. Fortunately, he's recovered, and it's a funny story to tell their grandkids. So,
Why
No.
would you tell your grandchildren? Hey there, Sonny. Do you want to hear about the time where I took Grandma out into the cabin, the ye old cabin, and she snapped my dick in two?
I assume that they're not actually planning on having kids, and if they keep this up, they won't be able to. Greetings, Bad-Tempered Badger. Glad you could make it. Yeah.
This is as bad as the story I heard once from a friend of mine about her sister. And apparently her sister and her sister's boyfriend were getting it on and broke his dick, and he liked it.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, I get ball busting, but oh,
You've heard of ball
Well,
busting. Now it's time for cock breaking.
It's the internet. I suppose we should know better to think there isn't some internet subculture or group of complete lunatics out there who aren't into whatever, anything that one can imagine. But it's best not to think about it. Greetings, old man Enfield. Let's, This morning guest claims sex doll stole identity after image was used to make the X-ray dummy? I don't think so. The doll has better eyebrows and is kind of better looking across the board. But we're not going there. Instead, let's put on a BBC Pigeon article. Taiwo
I just
Kende...
want to do this. I just want to do this. When I was your age, I was having fun with your grandpa, and then I thought maybe I can jump on the trampoline and do a spread eagle. And that's when I heard the snap. I'll give you.
I get the
I'll give your
impression.
dummy granny a kiss.
We know who the gimp was in that relationship. Taiwo Kende Eta Amasiwa. Nigerian triplets say marry one, marry all. Marry one, marry all. Disnawatin triplets Tai Kende and Ota Amasiwa, where they always like to date to get a talk. The triplets be 25 years old, from Ondo State, Akure, southwest Nigeria, been shared their marriage hopes and lifestyle with BBC Pigeon. People they reason say dem they identical, but dem say dem no to resemble like that, but say dem they always do everything together and dress the same way and today together all the time. Anytime where you see one of them, you got to look around for the others. Sake of say dem they always stay together. Take and they at Amasoa be nurse and makeup artist. They work for the same company and same department. According to the three of them, nursing now work way dem like well and dem make same choice to sabi and together. Following?
You know, it
Awesome.
makes me think there was an article from a while ago where it was, quote, world's most identical twins want to share a boyfriend now.
I
And
remember that one.
the mother was encouraging it. And this is basically just that, but more.
Well, wasn't
No,
the mother
sir,
trying to
you
date the
don't
boyfriend
know.
in that one too?
I thought the mother was just encouraging, but it could be that too.
It would not be terribly surprising. In any case, why we day like be together? The triplets say dem decide to stay together because dem like to they do everything together. Way they wash together, way they eat together, way they share everything, way they wear the same size of shoe and cloth. Even the company way employ them no day able to separate them as them day the same department and they run the same shift. If one of us come out and the other two no day, we no day feel all right, we even day fall sick together. So anytime one of us sick, them goes start to day treat the other two sickness to go start. Even if one of us get pimples, the other two Seth go get same kind pimples, the triplets talk. We think, say, this one day happen, sake of way we carry 1%.
Oh God.
Them add, say, some of...
Sorry.
Oh, go on.
Hungry, sir. Need grains for my gullet, master.
Oh, no. No.
That's what it sounds like.
I disavow Real Esteem and everything they've just said and done here
The
right
umpteenth
now.
time and forever.
Dem ad say some of the twins way dem do day way they surprise people. Be say anytime way one of them dem waka go somewhere when pick something. Not the same tin way de oda two way no day dia that time go pick as dia mind day the same. I still prefer reading this to anything about Director Tilda Moose.
I I mean, you know that they all share the same bed for some questionable activities.
Well, the title was Marry One, Marry All, so
Yeah, the triplets talk say even though dem no say dem no fit date together forever, but any man way marry one of them, don marry all of them. So that man better
Not the
have.
whip, mister. Not the whip. Not the whip, mister.
so in short, if you want to have foursomes for the rest of your life, you know where to go.
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, technically, this would qualify as a gangbang, not a foursome.
And a sort of
Yeah.
reverse gangbang. I suppose you better load up on the Viagra and make sure none of them take a flying leap.
If you need Viagra to go into a gangbang, then you shouldn't be going into a gangbang.
I'm thinking that if they're going to be satisfying 3 women every single time, every time, they better have some tricks up their sleeve. One would think. I mean, triplets?
Well, I mean, at that point, it's just an orgy.
In any case.
No, orgies are way more fun than this.
This now sake of say any time way function day for any of dem husbands side now did 3 of dem go represent, and dem must appear same way. Dem say when one of them dem do instruction, demand confuse as him no fit savvy im wife to be, so te go ego pick another person. The triplets say dem bin wash, say dem go see triplets, like dem to marry, but dem no see. So I guess if anyone happens to know, alternatively, a lonely set of male triplets who are also looking to stay together, well then, you might want to direct this article. And once again, that's BBC Pidgin. It's like English, but pigeony.
You know, given that hypothetical, you just imagine, like, at some point they're going to switch with each other, and are they going to notice?
It's like English, but racist.
Something of a... It seems like a potential trap.
Lisa, not the whip.
No.
Well, that's what they do, basically.
I don't know.
It's
What's the
explain
British
what's
version of
wrong.
Toby?
I don't want this, and I don't want reminders of Jar Jar Binks.
That wasn't Jar Jar Binks. That was slave talk. That was actually slave talk. American slaves.
Look, Steam, stop watching porn with Star Wars, I guess.
Oh. Damn, of course you're going to go with Jar Jar Binks.
I think the association
Or the
is...
original hacks.
Greetings, man Squatch. Glad you can make it. Moving on, Hoss the Ohio human hairball is now officially the world's largest ball of hair. Again, apparently the theme today is something's wrong with Ohio. Stealing
Yeah, there's
bridges.
always something wrong with India.
I mean,
Ohio's
is it
Japan.
just Ohio? Uh,
That is just beautiful.
Hoss the hairball, a 225-pound ball of human hair, is now a Guinness Book World Record holder. The audio was created by Cambridge hairstylist Steve Warden from Rivers, believe it or not. Just because something can be a record doesn't really mean it needs to be. And I can only assume that they are really, really bored in Ohio.
Oh, it's Ohio.
Ohio has one new claim to fame, home to the world's largest ball of human hair. Hoss the hairball, the furry 225-pound creation of Cambridge-based hairstylist Steve Warden, was named the world's largest human hairball by the Guinness Book of World Records in mid-December. The previous record holder was a 167-pound ball of human hair created by Henry Coffer, a barber from Charleston, Missouri, who claimed the title in 2008. Coffer, who was 77, had collected his client's hair for more than 50 years. Holding that title, however, was never Warden's goal in crafting this giant ball of hair, he said. It all started back in 2013, after Warden's youngest child went off to college. Warden's 4 children had begged him for years to make a hairball big enough to be featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not book. So Warden started...
I mean, I reckon they're lying. I think that they just found one of the hairballs from the mistress's pet.
He doesn't cough up her. He's a turtle.
Well, it's not like he can actually digest hair and bones. It has to come out somewhere.
Yeah, from his poop. We just make him poop in Arketer's home.
You know, that, if anything, makes it sound like he gets really constipated at times. Maybe give him some more fiber.
If we got him more fiber, then we just won't be able to contain the poop at that point.
Greetings, Nightwolf. Glad you can make it. And yes, 200 pounds should be more than heavy enough to fracture someone's male genitalia in general. That's more than enough weight, really. You could do that with half as much, especially if you say you're going at it from a flying leap. Don't recommend it, though. And if you do inflict that upon someone, they should sue.
She looked up the Persian king that had a marble slide and would have his sex mistresses like slide down and just like ride on his dick and then just next one.
That just sounds like trouble waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Oh no, apparently that was his favourite pastime.
Whose favorite pastime?
It's like a Persian prince.
I don't want to think about it. Further. Also, I just remembered that turtles have the most terrifying genitalia known to existence.
Yes.
So,
It's great to torture people with.
yeah, if you didn't know that, turtles basically are carrying, male turtles at least, are carrying a shoggoth under their shell.
Yes.
And it is just nightmare fuel. So imagine what it must be with Mr. Clanky. That's got to be just... That's like unleash the rancor levels of terror.
Isn't trying to pick up women in a bar with something like that. Hey, baby, you want to help me raise the great old ones?
I got helmet head.
Well, I mean, I mean, you died due to turtle dick at some point.
Look, there's a version of me that's died to just about everything you can imagine at this point.
What's
No,
that?
not true.
Let's see. I don't know, I dropped it.
I'm proud of you. So this is why
One of the sevens is sideways, so...
So what's the easiest count to say now?
Right now it says 0, what I assume to be a 7, and what I think might be a 5. Could be a 2.
Oh, that's clearly wrong. We definitely have more than a few hundred.
Mm-hmm.
We will need to reboot the call.
Give me a moment.
Meanwhile, I'll be reading the article. It all started back in 2015 after the youngest child apparently begged him to make a hairball big enough for to be featured in Ripley's Beaver or Not. So Warren started collecting his client's hair at Guernsey County Salon, Walkers. He installed a chute in the floor, connected to a trash can in the salon's basement. Once he finished the cut, Warren would sweep up the hair into the chute for his future endeavors. None of his clients were bothered by the collection, he said. Most were just curious. Cabbage-based, that's disgusting. Warren constructed the oddity by wadding up balls of hair using a combination of liquid glue, spray adhesive, and hairspray to make it stick. He named the hairball Hoss after Dan Blocker's character from the TV Western Bonanza. He's made of human DNA, so he needed a name, Warden said. They're in love with his hairball. In 2018, Warden reached out for Believe It or Not to donate his creation when Haas weighed 97 pounds. Since then, Haas has been a star of Ripley's Believe It or Not road shows, where fans of all this odd or rare can have some of their hair snipped and added to Haas. Because of Haas's crowdsourcing nature, its exterior is an ever-changing mess of different colors and textures. Haas also now has buggy blue eyes, a large nose, toothy grin, arms, cow-printed legs, and a huge cowboy hat. And you might say he resembles a hairy Mr. Potato Head. It is Mr. Hairball Head. And that is too.
Yeah, it's definitely someone's fetish. Also, Arketer, if you want to experience an old one's death, I mean, you could probably die by Mr. Clanky's
No.
stuff.
I will have nothing to do with that. Also, I'm moving to the next call. And the respite is over already.
Hello.
See, I'm kind of curious why he didn't just use like resin for the fucking hairball. I mean, felt kind of gross, but I don't know. Just having it trapped in like a giant resin cube display makes it a little.
I can't imagine how long that would take to actually dry, though.
You'd have to do it in layers.
Yeah. I guess he was trying to be quirky.
I mean, it'll last better than various mixtures of glue and hairspray.
True.
Well, whatever the bizarre nature of Haas the Human Hairball, it seems like it's being put to good use. Apparently, this campaign, to add to its size, has also been used as a fundraiser. Ripley's Believe It or Not raised more than $40,000 for Give Kids the World Village, an 89-acre non-profit resort in Central Florida that provides critically ill children and their families with week-long vacations at no cost. That's nice. Warden says Haas will continue to travel the country on Ripley's Believe It or Not roadshows and exhibitions. He said there are exciting plans for Haas's future, and of course, it will keep growing.
And growing and growing and growing and oh no, we just created the new blob. But hair. It creeps.
Just cousin it. And he needs a diet.
Someone finds Frosty's magic hat and puts it on it, then we're all doomed. Or it would just probably sit there and scream incoherently. It reminds me of the skit where the hat wound up on a pile of medical waste. This is basically the same thing. Apparently, it was used to ring in the new year by being dropped on a forklift.
But why?
Just before midnight. It was being the New Year's Eve ball dropping. The New Year's Eve hairball dropping. Let's just move on. You may be king of the jungle, but woman seen carrying lion in arms. Video leads to jokes galore. Not everything we have and watch online can be trusted, especially something as unbelievable as a woman walking on the street carrying a lion. However, in this case, despite the bafflement it caused netizens, the video turned out to be genuine. In the video, a young woman wearing a hijab was seen carrying a lioness down the street. Although the animal looked pretty miffed, the woman seemed quite unfazed as she held on the big cat. Although it started circulating widely across social media sites, many raised questions about authenticity. And that is a woman in a shop carrying a young lioness.
She's doing an excellent job of it.
Yeah, that lion's not happy, and she still has her face. It's impressive. How does that happen?
You still want to shoot the lion in the face, don't you, Arketer?
I'm not a huge fan of lions, I'll admit, but no, I don't think I need to get involved in this one. Things seem to be pretty well under control, although I cannot but suspect that cat's going to get vengeance at some point.
Probably. It's funny what animals can do when they're pissed off.
Actually, I'm a little bit surprised at this. Just out walking the cat, apparently. Now, this footage appeared to be genuine, was snipped from video that was taken in the Sabia district of Kuwait on January 1st, 2022. According to the Kuwaiti newspaper, Al-Anbar, the lioness in the video, is being kept as a pet by the woman and her father seen in the clip. Footage was captured after the exotic pet escaped their home, terrifying residents as it wandered the streets.
Oh, please. Oh, it's like pet has escaped. Run for your life. It's like, shut up. If you stop screaming, it probably won't attack you. Probably.
Yeah, those grow up to be, super heavy murder cats. They're very strong killing machines, and they're keeping it as a pet.
Tigers are better.
Do they have too many kids? They need to whittle down the numbers? Is that how this works?
No, it's just tigers are better. Killing machines.
Well, apparently you can have.
That if you get licked, it's so good that if you get licked by a tiger, your skin gets ripped off.
Well, if you move to Kuwait, you can apparently have a pet lion.
Why would I want to move to Quack?
Kuwait.
Yeah, Quack.
Not
All
our
the-
profession. QQ.
And now they moved on to
Pew,
getting
okay.
quotes from people on Twitter who are not worth listening to, including Rex Chapman. So we're not going to mess with that any further, but suffice to say, I don't think it's a good idea to have lions as pets. Strictly speaking, Mr. Clanky makes more sense.
Well, of course Mr. Clanky makes more sense. I love that turtle. It's not my fault he grew to humongous sizes. It's just he's a freak of nature.
Yes, it wasn't all that nuclear radiation that you fed him and,
I didn't feed him any nuclear radiation, okay? He managed to get on the factory floor and he just saw something green and he ate it.
Pardon, that's like the
What he
fifth really loud beep that's come through. I'll be...
See?
Could try to minimize that loud beep. It's very startling. It sounds like something going wrong, technically.
There's no beep. What?
Okay, you're probably not hearing it. But if I'm hearing it, then they're hearing it. Unless I'm hallucinating it and I finally snapped.
I'm not hearing a beep. What?
Though then you can review this later and see what I was talking about. Meanwhile, North Korea claims Kim Jong-un's dad invented the burrito. Which probably isn't anywhere near the top 30 things that Kim Jong-un didn't do.
Well, that's Kim Jong-il, but yes.
Right. North Korean state news outlet claims Kim Jong-un's father invented the burrito, and a propaganda video shows citizens shouting down on Tex-Mex favorite despite widespread food shortages in the country. Kim Jong-un came up with the idea for wheat wraps in 2011, shortly before he suffered a fatal heart attack, the Sun reported. Are they allowed to acknowledge that a living god died of a heart attack? I didn't think that would be possible. I assume what they meant to say is that Kim Jong came up with the idea shortly before his heart exploded with love for the people of North Korea. Fatally.
See, now I just think like the first burrito was born like as a chest burster from Kim Jong-il's chest. Like, just burritos are actually just like an invasive species, I guess.
Well,
I reviewed the audio. There is no beep.
Are you okay?
I just went through the stream. There's no beep.
The Pyongyang mouthpiece also claimed the current despot has taken a meticulous interest in the dish and it is booming among the population. Propaganda footage on Penn News shows a vendor selling the food outside of the Kamsong food factory. What is it with Asian names? Why do they have to be so endlessly hilarious? Especially the more communistic the country is. When it's something from China, there's going to be dongs aplenty, and now we have the Kamsong food factory. With scenes of trays overflowing with fillings.
All sorts of fillings.
Salty?
I got confirmation from the audience, no beep either. So.
I feel like I'm being messed with, or else I am starting to snap. Either way, the boss features a mural of Keenan's late dad grinning in the kitchen where the burritos are being prepared. I'd say this is pretty funny, but I imagine even no one's going to bother to correct the record. No one wants to try. And all of North Korea surely has much, much bigger things to worry about than whether or not the past dictator invented burritos. The copious amount of food was in stark contrast to the reported shortage in the secreted, isolated
they could
country.
worry about the fact that they could worry about the fact that they need to donate a ton of feces every day so they can, fertilize their crops. And there's a problem with that when half the nation's starving, or, people are forcing themselves to cannibalize their dead to, not die, or
and also meet ship production quotas. Because if they don't,
or have a weird worship for giant rabbits.
Yeah, that's just a hunger hallucination. In any case.
Yeah.
The majority of citizens do not have money to buy foreign food, said Hyung Sung Lee, who was born into an elite North Korean family but fled in 2014, The Sun reported. He said there simply aren't enough ingredients to create the foreign delicacies. They have never seen any burritos or wraps on sale in North Korea, said Lee, who fled the country in 2014. The penetration rate of Western food in North Korea is extremely low because there are very few restaurants where you can eat it, and the food ingredients are not diverse. He added, various cooking ingredients such as milk, cheese, and spices are absolutely liking, so you're probably not going to want to go to North Korea for a dining experience.
You also do not want to pair the words penetrate with someone who has cum in their name.
What's wrong with penetrating after having cum in your teeth?
Look, I think you're all getting very excited about the Kamsong food factory, and I won't have it.
Oh, I'm ecstatic.
I think they just, like the idea of being stuffed.
The price origin of the burrito is unclear, but the word appears in an 1895 Mexican dictionary, which describes it as a regional item from the Mexican state of Guanajuato. Yeah, that's kind of odd. In other news, cutting-edge technology has been developed to allow your goldfish to drive.
What?
That's right. Scientists have taught a goldfish to drive a fish-operated vehicle. The researchers set up a new kind of driving school. 2 goldfish are in take. Once the other, okay, you man the guns and I'll drive. That classic dad joke may not be so absurd to the scientists who recently trained 6 goldfish to drive what they call a fish-operated vehicle, or FOV. The aim of the study, conducted by researchers at the Ben Gurion University of Negev in Israel, who really didn't have anything more important to do in Israel. It's, kind of in a living lab.
2 things. 1, a fish can do something that I can't, and I'm kind of embarrassed about that. 2, I don't think that this is new technology. I'm pretty sure I have seen something around for a few years about a fish driving around some kind of vehicle.
That's some swift bot smacking, Nerdy Rodent. Well done, and well, I haven't heard of it before. I just wonder who thought it would be relevant in any way, shape, or form.
Like, what's the end goal of this experiment?
Naturally, fish taxi drivers.
The aim of the study, conducted by the researchers, was to find out whether goldfish's navigational ability is universal or whether it's restricted to the fish's home environment. In other words, they wanted to see whether goldfish's underwater navigational skills will work on safe land. Since goldfish need to be underwater to breathe, the scientists had to use a creative method to test their land skills. That's where the FOV came in. A small goldfish tank is set in place is placed on a set of wheels, and the vehicle used a camera and remote sensing system that moved the whole apparatus in whatever direction the goldfish swam. A video shows it in operation.
So basically, in his high state, he was smoking something and was being like, "Dude, what if we can make a goldfish drive?" Then he did it.
Look at him go.
And it's okay. One must note that the goldfish is effectively driving their fishbowl. This experiment has been a success. But at what cost?
That's just beautiful to see, though.
You know, if they get the habit of trading goldfish in this fashion, they might... Goldfish they can take out for a walk. There are people who would pay for that, I'm sure.
Yes.
Maybe they're onto something here after all.
I
would, but I think my turtle would eat the fish.
Oh, it's way too small for Clanky. They wouldn't even be able to recognize it as being edible or a fish.
True. We feed him. We do feed him like killer whales. So
we're gonna need a lovely, fish mech.
Well, they're halfway there.
A boxing match between two fish. That's the next step.
Eric the Pug notes that now dolphins look retarded, but suffice to say, if they can make this for goldfish, surely they can make one for dolphins. Lab dolphins.
And that's what we need is lab dolphins that can just go to the club where there's already somebody on LSD.
Yeah, I really don't think it's a great idea to invite those sexually promiscuous animals on land.
I'm pretty sure the dolphins are going to have a... Yeah, they're going to have a really hard...
Never trust a dolphin with your wine.
Don't trust a dolphin. It doesn't matter. Wife, husband.
Well, at least if the dolphin is driving around in a dolphin car, it's not going to be able to drown you or brutalize your internal organs from inside it, probably. But it's fine to say, if you ever see a dolphin going around in a dolphin mobile, don't get in the water. And this all sounds like fun and games now, but when the dolphins start taking over, we will know that we've gone too far.
And don't try and fuck a dolphin, because for men, if you fuck a female dolphin, the vagina is strong enough to crush your penis. And for the women, don't try and fuck a dolphin, because the penis is so large it can cause eternal damage. And if it comes, you'll get irreparable damage all up through your body and die of shock.
So now, do you want to explain how you know this?
Nope.
That's what happened to Izu 427.
Dolphins apparently love struggle snuggles.
It was an experiment.
I hear that, but how does that even happen? I mean, they're in the water. They don't have arms. They can't hold anything. I don't really want to know though, so I'm going to stop thinking about it. To test animals' ability to find their way around on land, researchers successfully trained the fish to move the FOV toward various targets for food reward. Then they amped up the difficulty by making the task harder, for instance, by changing the starting point of the FOV. The goldfish, indeed, were able to operate the vehicle, explore the new environment, and reach the target regardless of the starting point, all while avoiding dead ends and correcting location accuracies, the researchers wrote. This means the fish were pretty good drivers, and it suggests that goldfish may be smarter than many people give them credit for. Well, we all surely know people who can't drive but try anyway, so that could be legit.
Yeah, I mean, look at me.
Iowa, and Wisconsin, and
So what we've figured out is that goldfish are better drivers than women.
yes,
Hey, I'm a brilliant driver. The fact that
You literally
That's
just
a-
said you can't.
your car's not red steam.
well,
No, I said I can't. I am
To be fair-
700 years old. I
To be
cannot
fair, when I was-
learn that many new skills. It's a miracle that I can operate this fucking thing.
Ladies, neither of you can
to
drive.
be fair, when you're and fuck you, Ark, you can't either.
Oh, can't
To be
I?
fair, no, you can't. To be fair, when you're drunk and driving a tank, sometimes, there's a big shiny red button and you just have this urge to press it, and then you basically accidentally nuke your entire organization and then have to move. Anyway,
In Brazil, girls would blame dolphins for pregnancy. Snoopy isn't 101. Really? That seems like a hard sell, because if the dolphins are responsible for the pregnancy, you think they'd be able to confirm that when they came due. And we know that's not going to be the case, because if they delivered the payload, it would result in serious internal hemorrhaging.
But what if you involve a dick wizard?
Well, then all bets are off. The moment someone finds an actual valid phallomancer, then anything may be possible.
See, when the baby comes to, I just think I'm gonna name him Flipper.
If they ever pulled that off, then all hail the deep ones. That's probably where deep ones would have come from. If humans can interbreed with dolphins, deep ones are the natural result.
listen, we don't need to know about your fetishes, okay?
I fucked Cthulhu good.
That's rich coming from you.
Wanted to be with a cosmic horror. Turns out I'm a cosmic whore.
Dolphin dick wizards are supposedly real. Doubt it. Greetings, Mr. Brushface. Glad you could make it. The study hints that navigation ability is universal rather than specific to environment. PhD student and researcher Sachar Gibbons said in a press release issued by university. Second, it shows that goldfish have the cognitive ability to learn a complex task in an environment completely unlike the one they are involved in. Well, fortunately, I just hallucinated that noise, so I don't need to worry about it. As anyone who has tried to learn how to ride a bike or drive a car knows, it is challenging at first. But suffice to say, soon you'll be able to make a mech for your goldfish, because now we know they can drive them. Which actually sounds like a really, really fun thing to...
Exactly. We could have bets. It wouldn't be cockfighting. It would be fish fighting. Scales will sink, I think.
Fish mechs. You know, I was being very unfair to these scientists. There are like 3 different profit-producing applications for this experiment that we thought of just in the course of reading the article. Mostly revolutionizing keeping goldfish as pets. And if they can drive around freely, then can they be trained to drive around in a useful fashion? Maybe that's it. You know, maybe it's cheaper than, say, using those Amazon drones with advanced AI when they could just have a goldfish bowl in there driving the drone around.
Yeah, but then the goldfish will die in like 2 years because it's in a terrible condition to thrive.
Oh yeah, I suppose this could be the equivalent of
No
putting
retirement pay.
goldfish in disco shoes. Well, let's we have about 6 minutes remaining. Let's just go with something a bit of a palate cleanser. Beer brand, perhaps blue ribbon, apologized for NSW tweet encouraging followers to try eating ass.
Okay.
I feel like that's on brand for
But
PBR.
is that a palate cleanser?
Not really, but strictly speaking, we're going with it anyway. The holiday's over and it's officially 2 days too late to be wishing people a happy new year, but that hasn't stopped beer brand Pabst Blue Ribbon from starting 2022 on a wildest note possible, filing an NSW tweet fly right out of the gate. The company was promoting their already somewhat problematic Wet January ad campaign to encourage people to drink more in the new year, and their now deleted tweet sarcastically prompted that if beer drinking was for some reason not a reliable option for you, then you should just try eating ass instead. Here's apparently the infamous tweet, "Not drinking this January? Try eating ass." From Paps and Ribbon. I suppose if you're not going to drink ass, you should try eating it instead.
This is what happens when you have an underpaid employee and they snap.
No, this is entirely on brand for that beer.
Drink fast, eat ass.
Drink fast, eat ass.
Like, PBR is kind of considered trailer trash beer in the States.
That is true.
Like, it and Budweiser are like the same level. I'm sure there are plenty of people who like PBR that are decent, but it does have a reputation.
You know, I've never had Pabst Blue
American
Ribbon,
beer because it tastes like piss.
and I don't think I'd ever want to for that very reason. But I do kind of appreciate this ungentle approach to advertisement. Mind you, it doesn't mean you want to eat ass or drink theirs. Oh, a nice little follow-up tweet here. My mind is dangerous, some Twitter user asked PBR or ass, what's the difference? And they replied, ask your mom. Classy. Classy.
This is why I'm paying my employees fantastically. And if they complain, they can have it to the complaint box, which is also the scenario.
Apparently they backtracked on this. Quote unquote, we apologize for language and content of recent tweets. The tweets in question were written in poor judgment by one of our associates, and in no way does the content of these tweets reflect the value of Pabst in our associates. They wrote in a cringing email. We're handling the matter internally, and I've removed the tweets from our social platforms. Okay, whoever wrote that can eat ass. They'd be better off just going, yeah, we said it. Now they don't even get the kudos for just being bold.
Yeah. As they backtrack.
As an aside, PBR is already in hot water for the generally questionable Wet January campaign that it seemingly encourages alcoholism. Okay, yeah, just so what? In any case, we are wrapping things up. I think it's time to start doing some promotion. Does anyone have anything they want to promote?
Please subscribe to my channel, Miss Steam, and follow me on Twitter because I'm the one who shields out his streams. And as you know, for the new merch store, it will be opening near February, before Valentine's Day. So please wait patiently.
Soon.
Just
And I am back.
PSA, do not get internet Viagra, even if it's for the African triplets. Don't know.
Or gas station boner pills, for that matter.
It's true.
Yes, we never advocated gas station boner pills here, and we're not about to start. How droll. How droll.
And if you'd like to catch more of myself, along with my co-host, The Smoking Rat and Final Blackout, you can catch us on Reservoir Slobs, Wednesdays usually, on this channel. One posted in chat, not this one.
Indeed.
We wouldn't be called dead here as the Slobs. It's too lowbrow.
It's true.
The side quest, meanwhile, is still on hiatus, but if you can't wait, then there's always Side Quest the game, which you can search for on Steam. It's really there. We didn't make it up. Roman actually made the game. Meanwhile...
Excuse me, your game is not on me.
No, no.
Get your head out of my pants, you pervert.
Do what I want? Look, I'm just following the rules of the beer. Drink fast, eat ass.
Otherwise, my next appearance will be tomorrow on Twitch. Director Arketer's Courting Burnout. I just put together a new intro for it. It'll be fantastic. Don't have the outro yet, but I got the intro, and that will be hours of content on Twitch. Link is in the description. Until then, so long as progress continues, success is inevitable, ostensibly. Anything else?
Nothing. Just eat my ass.
No.
Why not?
When was toilet paper?
Because it's our job to eat him.
Oh yeah.